Hi, welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show. You know, this is that time where it's really necessary for us to have courageous conversations, like the real deal, like no holds bar. I love you. I appreciate you. And here's the things we need to talk about. I love when you engage with me. I love when you give me your thoughts and your ideas and your opinions and how an episode impacted you or what it sparked in you. I love that. Please keep them coming. I'm your sister in the journey. You know, I wanted to talk today about what does it mean to feel joy in the now? Like there's so much noise. And I mean, the noise is loud. The noise about our health, the noise about our children, the noise about our education, the noise about our government. There's so much noise. And while some of it's necessary for you to hear, it's always important for you to know how to keep your joy in the now. Nothing gets to take our joy. Nothing has the right to steal your joy. Man, when I realized that when my joy had left me, and there were days when I could not find my joy, there were days when I couldn't discover my smile. Oh, I smiled on the outside, but on the inside, it felt like I was crying. I was screaming for relief. I was screaming for attention. I was screaming for some reprieve. I was screaming for respite, but I smiled on the outside. When I realized that things weren't taking my joy, that situations, financial situations, relationship situations, health situations were challenging my joy, but that at some point I had to agree to surrender the joy. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not speaking like it's always going to be rah, rah, popsicles and lollipops. No. But I am saying that our joy is worth fighting for. It's worth taking a stand for. And so I want to share with you my top 3 tips for finding more joy in life right now. Number 1, I know we've heard this before, but man, if there's ever a time for you to go there, what are the simple things, $25 or under in value, ideally free, 25 that you can be grateful for? Like when I look at that, I go, I'm grateful for the fact that I can take a walk with my 91-year-old grandmother. I'm grateful for the fact that my brother and I literally FaceTime each other 4 times a week just to say good morning. I'm grateful that my mom still loves to cha-cha with me, grabs me when she's playing some good old school music, and we cha-cha right in the kitchen. I'm grateful that I have friends call me on it when I'm playing small and celebrate me in my bigness. I love to just sit and allow my gratitude, the stuff that no one can take away from me, the stuff that my choices have designed, the things in my life that makes life worth living, that when I sit in my rocking chair, I'm not going to reflect on how many people I have on Instagram. I'm not going to reflect on how many people I convert in my last campaign or how many people that were in my conference or how many people read my book. I'm going to reflect on the walks with my grandmother. I'm going to reflect on my son creating new meals in the kitchen with his gourmet training and showing mama how to make a new deal. I'm going to reflect on those things. So number 1, really get into the things that you are grateful for at a cellular level. And I normally stay in this space. I say 25 because right around 16 and 17, I can feel my heart expanding. I can feel my eyes welling up a little bit. I can feel myself taking a deep breath going, okay, hold on. Yeah, we got all this noise out here, but I got all this deliciousness and gratefulness over here. My body, I want to do so many things with my body. I want to be more toned. I want to be more fit. But in my gratitude list, I'm grateful that my body follows my command. When I say arm lift, my arm lifts. I'm grateful for that. Number 2, how do you find your joy in your now? You make sure you're really clear on the path that you are on and where you're headed to, that you have something bigger than now. You cannot just live in the now. You must be present to your now, but have an intention for your future, or else you're living again reactionary. The second solution to having more joy in your life right now is to get excited right now about where you're going. Get excited right now about where you're going physically, where you're going financially, where you're going spiritually, who you're going with. And so I'm always setting intentions, and I don't get caught up in my intentions where they stress me out at all. I get excited about them. I cannot wait to see that occur. I allow my excitement now to fuel my future. But I have to go into my future and get really detailed about what it looks like. Get really detailed. Last night I couldn't sleep because I was designing this new curriculum for train the trainers. I was designing this new curriculum for people who want to transform lives. I couldn't sleep. I had to make myself close my eyes. I didn't just see myself training. I saw the students training. Oh man, go out into your future. Feel it, touch it, smell it. What does it look like, smell like? What does it taste like? And then bring that joy into your now. And the third and final way that you can have more joy in your now is to stop and celebrate yourself more often. Begin a regimen of mild to moderate to intense levels of celebration. Include yourself only, one other person, a small group, or have like a little entourage meetup. But what are the things that you're doing that are celebration worthy that are not getting any spotlight? Now, you don't have to be the only person being celebrated. You have this thing you do once every 2 weeks where you gather you and 2 or 3 people and you celebrate. What do you want to be celebrated for? On my campus, when I'm having my meetups and I'm doing my coaching calls, I start all of my coaching calls with the very first question is, so what do you want to be celebrated for since the last time that we met? Oh, why? Because we're all like 3-year-olds. What gets celebrated gets repeated. And we're under-celebrated. You are under-celebrated. There's a list of at least 10 things that have happened in the last 90 days that you've done or you've initiated that others have completed that are celebration worthy. And yet your celebration is still on hold. So I recommend number 3 is to be in a constant, consistent state of self-celebration. I love it. To be in a constant, consistent state of self-celebration. So 1 is your gratitude list. 25 things that are valued at $25 or less. And ideally, they're free. Number 2 is to future cast and bring the joy from the future back into your now on what you're creating and what you'll have done. And 3, have a celebration party. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate others. Allow others to celebrate you. Celebrate the micro wins. You celebrate enough micro wins, you'll enjoy the celebration. You'll look for the celebration. And because you love the celebration, you'll have more micro wins, and then you'll create macro wins. Those are my 3 tips. I do them in their work. Now remember, this show is not just a monologue. It's not just about me talking to you. This is a dialogue. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your energy. I want to hear your ideas. What from this particular episode was an aha, like, oh, I realized that I could be doing that today and experience more joy. Or is it just the mindset that I've been relinquishing my joy to my family, to my career, to my company, to my employer, to the news, to strangers, and that it's time for me to grab my joy back. I don't know. What was the aha for you? I'd love for you to leave me a comment below. Your comments are very important. And always subscribe. If you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting on? This is your home. We're your tribe. And I'm your sister in prosperity and possibility. I'm always going to tell you that I believe in you and that I love you. And I'm not saying it for lack of words. I'm saying it because it's the truth. I'm your sister in the journey, and I cannot wait to see you real soon.